This is CSS Battle. So it's a platform where you have targets, UI targets that you then duplicate using CSS and HTML. Just for fun, so like they give you a target daily, like a piece of design, then you write HTML and CSS to try as much as you can to replicate it. Then they rate you based on how close you are to match the target. Then you also need to use the least amount of CSS. Yeah, so I used to do this a while back, but then I got busy with work and stuff and stopped. But now I want to start doing it again and record myself. So I did this today, but I forgot to record the audio. Yeah. So I guess I can do a voiceover or I can just forget about it. But I'm going to do this. So with the free account, you only have access to the last day's target. So you cannot do like the last 2 days target or the last 3 days unless you upgrade. But with the free plan, you can only do the one for yesterday. So that's what I'm going to do, since I can't do the one for yesterday and I have to wait for tomorrow to do tomorrow's target. So tomorrow's target starts in 3 hours. So I'm gonna wait for that. But I'll do this because I did today's target, but I didn't record audio. So I'm going to do this for 15th. Yeah, so let's dive right in. So this is how it looks. This is how the platform looks. So we have, in this first part, we have the code editor. So this is where we write the CSS and HTML. Then this is where we preview what we are writing. Then this is the target. So we need to replicate this. Yeah, so I'll just, so even the preview shows you the target in the background. So like when you build, it shows in the front. Then you can use this slider. Is it a slider? I don't know, to see how you're designing. So I'm going to remove this. It's unnecessary. I think they've even written for you here. So write HTML CSS in this editor and replicate the given target image in the least code possible. What you write here renders here. Scoring. The score is calculated based on the number of characters you use. Okay, some people go really crazy with this. They write the simplest CSS, like they can even do like less than 100 characters. That's crazy, but I'm just doing it fun. So like I just write something reasonable. I usually write at least 1,000 characters, depending on the target complexity. I can do around 600 to 1,000 characters. I try not to go past 1,000 characters. Yeah, so you see the characters here, the number of characters. So you see, if you add stuff like whatever you see, the characters increase, and you can even see the preview here. Yeah, so let's start. So the goal is to create this, and they have a square. They have put a square here to get you started. Then you can see the colors, so you can use these colors. Then you'll see your score. Once you submit, then you see how you did, then you see the score here. Then again, after submitting, you can refine it later, which I like to do. Yeah, so let's start. So this is a div, this div, and here is the style for the div. We just have the width 100 pixels and height the same, then the color. That's it. So the first thing, let's try to center it, like put it at the center. So what I can do, let's style it down here. Since this div is in the body, so I'm going to center it, center everything that is in the body. That. So let's see. Let's say body. Okay. So I'll say display of flex. Then I'll justify everything. The center, justify content center, so that it places it at the center, like horizontal. Is this horizontal? no, vertically. So vertically at the center. Then for you to do it horizontally at the center, you use align items center, like that. So the reason it's not changing is because of the height. So we need to give it, the body, some heights that it's basing it off of. So let's say height, let's try 10 pixels and see what happens. So it went up. Why did it go up? 100 pixels. Okay, let's try 200. Yeah, so I'm just giving the body the height. So now let's increase the height of the square. You see it's way small, so let's make it 200. You can again try this until you get the right measurement. So 200 is too big. Let's try 180. So let's try 160. Yeah, that's almost 165. Oh, I mean 155. 155. Yeah, that's quite. Let's try 154, 53, 52, 51. Let's say 150. Yeah, 150 fits. Yeah, that's the correct width. Then since it's a square, let's just put height the same, 150. So yeah, I think the height is correct, but the square height is correct, but I think the body height is off. So let's reduce it. I'll go to 80. Yeah. Is that it? Let's try 285. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, that's the height. So before I continue, my idea is we have the square, so I can put the circles inside the square is easy to put. So just you can either have two divs. So one, we have the square, then you have let's use a scale draw for this so that I explain like what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was playing around with the scale draw. So we have the square and it has some circles. So we have that. Yeah, like this. So my thinking is to create the square. We already have the square. Then I create a small div like this. Then I put the circles inside that div. Right? So the circle like that. Then another one. Yeah. Excuse my drawing. Yeah, something like this. So it's easy with the rectangles because of alignment. So like I make it a div, then I just say display flex, and flex align, maybe flex direction, I mean like this. This is row, so the column row. So yeah, or you can put them the other way around. So you can put rectangle vertically, then the other one again, then just flex inside those vertical rectangles, flex direction row. Then for this div and this, you put flex in this, then you say flex direction row. Yeah, it's confusing, but you'll see that's my thinking. Then we'll figure out the circles outside the square. But for now, let's try that. So this is the div, this one, and I don't like the how it's named, like how it's used. Let's give it a class so that we can, because we're going to have more divs. So just for specification, whatever class whatever square, let's call it sqr square. Then let's update it here so that it uses these styles. Yeah, so then inside of it, that's where we put other divs. So we add two divs. So we have a div, let's call it class rect1, right? Or let's just call it rect because they're going to have the same. No, let's call it rect1 and rect2, and you will see why I'll only use one. So that's one. I don't know the shortcut for copying this, so let's call this rect2. I'm going to change this to only rect in later. You'll see why, but for now let's give them a style. Let's just copy this since they are, can assume that they're the same. So the width should be the same, but the height, let's give it 100. Let's give it 50. Then let's change. Yeah, it's changing because we are installing the same thing and overriding it here. So let's just give it rect 1. We can't see it because of the color. Let's give it this background. Yeah, now you can see it. Since it's half of this, the height is half of the height of the square, let's give it 125. No, 75, right? 75 is half of 150, right? Yeah, so we have this and we have the other one as well. So right now I'm just using a lot of code, but when I'll be refining it, you'll see it will make sense. At least you'll also learn like some nice CSS. Yeah, so as you can see, our characters are increasing, so don't worry, we'll reduce them. Yeah, so there are two, that's why you see the color is the same, but there are two of them. We don't care about the colors, but now let's put the circles inside of them, of the rectangles. So we come to the first one, we put the circles. So div class circle. Let's just call it circ. That was weird. Div. Okay, that's the first circle. Then the second circle. Again, we can do this. We just need one, but let me just add them and I'll remove them in the later. So circle 1 excuse me, dot circle. Yeah, let's this visible. So circle 1, it's a circle, so let's give it the same. Yeah, let's just give it the same. So it has a width of, let's give it a width of 50 and a height of 50 since it's a circle. But then let's give it color red. Maybe you don't have to use these colors while you're testing, but while you're submitting you have to match the colors. But now let's just give it a red. Then now let's make it a circle. For you to do that, you just do border radius of, is it 100%? So that, yeah, 100%. So it's a circle. So let's have two of them. So circle 1, circle 2, circle 2. So yeah, we have circle 1 and circle 2. But now inside the rectangle, let's make it flex so that now they are aligned horizontally. So here, let's say display display of flex. Nice, that's it. Let's give it a justify content of space between. Yeah, so that space between means it uses the entire space of the rectangle. It puts some space inside between the two circles, but then the space between the edge of the circle towards the center is the same space from the center to the next edge of the circle. I'm not explaining it as well as I should, but that's the idea. So we have space around, so like it puts the same space around the circles. So let's see how it will look. Around space, come on, space around, yeah. So space around, yeah, you see, so it puts, I think we should use that, by the way. So it puts the equal space around the circles. So the space to the right and to the left of one circle is equal to the space to the right and to the left of the other circle. We have space between, space around, we have space evenly. Yeah, we have evenly. You get the idea. Let's just space between. Yeah, you will see why. First, before we continue, let's fix the sizes of the circles to match the ones in the target. So first, yeah, let's do that. So let's give it a 60. Yeah, you also need to put the same height. So 66. No, that's too big. Is it? I think it's big, but let's add some padding inside rect 1. Padding, let's just do 2 pixels. Not that big. Let's try 4 pixels, right? 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 10. But then we need to reduce this to 55. This is the width and height of the circle. 55. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let's do 54. 54. 53. Now I think the circles, the size is okay, but the position it's big. It's big. Let's do 52. 52. 51. 51. Let's keep that for now. We'll tweak it when we submit. Yeah. So this is the rectangle. It's overlapping because of the padding. So I guess we can put the padding outside. Oh, let's not worry about it for now. But I just want the circles to have the same size. So I'm zooming in. Okay. That'll do for now. Now let's fix this. Let's fix that. How do we fix that? Here, padding 6 pixels. 2, 1. Okay, let's just remove the padding. We can put the margin of the circle, I guess. Margin 2 pixels. Let's start with 2 pixels. Okay. 12. Nice. Yeah. That's not that bad. So let's try that. Circle 2 as well. Nice. That's kind of close, but I don't think the size is correct. Or let's specify the margins. So we have, let's reduce the margin top. So that's margin top. Let's make it 10. Oh yeah. Yeah, 10 seems okay. Let's try 50. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what you need. Yeah, nice. So I think we have our first rectangle, so we just need to copy the other rectangle. We just copy this, and I don't think we need to rename the. Oh, okay. What's happening? Let's give it some border. Oh, okay. So we have rectangle 2. This is it. Okay. So now we have 3 rectangles. We have rectangle 1, rectangle 1, and rectangle 2. That's why we're seeing that extra there. But if we remove this, and yeah, we can leave that or rename this to rectangle 2 and style it down below. We can still do that. Let's do that. We'll redo it later. So rectangle 2, the first rectangle is okay. The second rectangle, however, is not okay, but you can just give it the same styles. We will optimize this later, but for now, is that okay? No. Okay. So that means in the square we can do display. Wait, we don't need that yet. So rectangle 2, let's try background of green. Yeah, so it's not getting it, so this is not it. Rectangle 2. Oh, we already have it. You already had it. That's why it's the same. That's why it's still the same. Okay. I'm getting confused now. Rectangle 1. Okay. So what's happening here is we have this rectangle, this one, the top one. Then we have the same rectangle as the bottom. The reason they're showing like that is because when you add element in an HTML file, so this is the HTML document, let's call it our page. So when you add something, let's add a circle. When you add it here, when you add it at the next circle, it will not go here. It will go down here. It will go down here. It will not go here. So when you add this, it will go here unless you specify, like you make it go there. Oh yeah. Then if you add another one, it will go down there. Yeah, exactly. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening here. So even if you have the same thing, the same shape, it will just go below it. Remember, we already styled this. We already add the rectangle and the circles inside of it. Then we just added the same rectangle to the page. That means it goes down and not to the left, unless you display this flex, display flex, it now goes to the side. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's what's happening here. So the reason we're using the same, okay, I could have used rectangle 2 and give it the same styles, but I got confused right there. So let's just keep it. I don't want it to be as long. Yeah, take it easy on me, please. Nice. So we have that. We almost there. We just need to, I don't think the circles in the second rectangle are matching, so I guess we can just put some I'm going to be lazy and put a break here. BR. Oh, it's too long. It's too like tall. No, that didn't work. Let's try inside the square. Let's put some gap. Can we put a gap? Or is this only in CSS? But I don't know if gaps work and unless you have like grids or flexes, but let's try. Gaps 2 pixels. Yeah, gap will only work when you flex. I don't know. Let's think of something. Think. You see, I can add a for the second rectangle. I can add a margin top, but you see now I'll have to do what I was avoiding, copying this and duplicating the same code, so that I only specify the margin for the second rectangle. But since I'm using the same rectangle, I just need to force it to fit. How can we do that? Yeah, so the best way was to use the break in the, okay. Let's try something. Display, this is unnecessary, but let's just try it. Display flex direction column, right? Still the same, nothing changed. Now let's try the gap 2 pixels. Now you see gap only works in, yeah, you see it seems to be working. So gap 2 pixels, 3 pixels. Okay, 4, 5, yeah, 5 seems to be okay. 5, try 6. Where is it? 6. Yeah, that seems to work. Now let's get rid of this. What is that? Let's give the circles their background. Oh, it's the other way. So we put this for the square, then we put the other color for the, yeah. I see. So that other background that was showing when I added the gap was for the rectangles. So we need to give the rectangles the same color. So this rectangle, the same color exactly, or just remove it completely. Yeah, just remove the background. So it takes from the parent, which is the square. Now then the circles needs to take this, nice, and this, nice. Still, this is still not the same. You see how they are, I don't like that. Let's give it a gap of 7. That's suppose 8. Come, this is the last. 9. Oh, yeah, there. 9 seems okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So now we have the first part done. We now just need to add the circles outside the square. This is not that hard actually. I'm going to do something very lazy. Yeah. let's take this circle. Since they have the same, almost the same styles, let's put it outside the square. Is it? Yeah, let's just put it outside the square. So let's call it circle 0. Yeah, circle 0. I'm terrible when it comes to naming, so please forgive me. Circle 0. Let's give it the same style. No, this one, the same styles, but then we will give it. Oh, it's at the center. Should we? Let me try the second circle. Let me put it after the square. So I put one before the square, then the other one after the square. So this is the div up here. Put it here. This is actually easier than I thought. So we have it now. Since in the body we have flex, right? So we already have even flex direction of row. That means we can give this a flex. Where is it? This circle, a flex of start and a flex of end. Can that work here? Let's try. Flex end. We're gonna have to Google that. Flex end. Yeah. I think I'll try this. Keep on forgetting. Flex end value in CSS is used within a flex container to align the items along either the main axis but you see, so in this case we need to use the flex end in the body, right? But if you use it in the body, if you say flex end, it's going to flex end all the everything. So they're going to be in the same line, but at the bottom, I think. Yeah. Flex start is at the top, flex end is at the bottom. So it can either be at the top, bottom, or flex end can be at the right, start can be at the left, depending on the direction. So that cannot work for us. That cannot work. Okay, let's try something very lazy. So I'm going to do my margin top. This, and I wouldn't do this in like, I don't know. Let's just see. Let's see. Margin top. Let's give it negative of 20 pixels. Yeah, this can work. This can work, but it's, I don't like it. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Let's try 80. Yeah, 85. 85. 84. 83, 82, 81, 80, 75. Sorry, 70. Yeah, 70. So it's 70. So since we have both of them, now here we're going to have to specify. We have circle 0 and we're going to have circle 3. So because we have circle 0, 1, 2. We have circle 1, 2, 0, and 3. Now this is going to be 3. Circle 3. Circle 3. Then I'm just going to call this circle 3. But then since everything is okay, let's just put, oh, come on, not that one. Oh yeah, that one here, like that. Now let's add its margin, or we can use margin bottom. Yeah, margin bottom of -70. So like the opposite. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, so that's it. That's all you have to do. Oh yeah, the color. By the way, let me submit without changing the color of the circles outside the square and see. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I think that's it. So we're going to now refine the code. But you see, we have 1,142 characters. So let's see how much we get for that. Oh, past daily targets are only accessible. Oh, we can't submit because it's come on. I knew we would get 100. Once we change the color, we would get 100, but we'll do it for tomorrow. We'll submit for tomorrow and you'll see. So this is a perfect match. So the only thing that will not give us a lot of points is the characters that we used. So let's now optimize it. Let's clean it. Let's reduce the repetitions and stuff, and try to reduce this to around 700 characters. And because we've repeated so many things, so let's start by, let's see. So we're going to have to keep the circles because I've used different margins, so we're gonna have to keep them. What we're going to need to change is in the styles. We have circle 1, circle 2. They're having the same style, so we don't need to have two different styles for circle 1 and circle 2 because they're just the same. So we can just keep one. We can remove this. Of course, it's going to mess it up, but we can just add it here. So in CSS, you can nest. Is it nesting? You can combine two classes that has the same styles into one. So instead of having style for one class and style for the other, and the same styles for the other class, you can just say that these two classes should have this styles. So I can just do circle 2 like that. So you see, it's the same. So that's our first optimization. So we are down to 1033. We can remove this. Nice. So what else? Rectangle 1, display flex, justify, space between, body. This will be like this. Square. Now this square, we have width of 150, height of 150. What else do we have? 150. So we have width of 150 for the square, width of 150 for the rectangle. That's unnecessary. Now we need to get these characters down so we can remove the spaces. What else? So we have this div, rectangle 1. We can just call this rect, by the way, since it's the same. Rect, circle. You will see why. Rect, keep it, circle, everything. Goes back to to how it was. Now we are down to 1018. What else can we change? Yeah, the background. We notice that so many things are using the same background. So let's do the background for the circles. So it's already there. Okay. Okay. What about the background for these two circles? The two circles in the outside of the square. So we have this circle 2 and circle 3. What are they using the same? Margin is the same. Oh, we don't need the margin, by the way. We don't need this. Why did we maintain that? Oh yeah, now that's the margin from the right. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, but we can just use this because in CSS margin, when you use when you use margin, let me copy something. Let's copy this. The way CSS, can I do that? Yeah, I hope you can see that. Yeah, so when you do something like margin, you have four entries. So you can do margin, the margin for the top, from the top I mean. Then you can also in the same line put the margin from the bottom, then left, then right. Yeah, let's move this like this. Yeah, so that you can see it for the vertical screen, that is. Yes, so instead of having margin top this, margin bottom this, margin left this, you can just have it in the same line. So this, the first value is for the top, the second value is for the bottom, the next value is for the left, and the fourth value is for the right. So usually top, bottom, left, right. So this applies to not just margin, the padding, margin, padding, what else? Margin, padding, border radius. Is it border? Yeah, we have border. I think can do it for borders. So border is supposed to be X red. I don't think so, but you can research about that. But basically, you can combine the things like that in one line instead of having them repeated. So we can do the same here. Instead of having margin and margin top, we can just have margin of 10 pixels from top. No, so now since we have top to bottom is negative, we can have, let's comment this, negative from the top. Margin from the top is negative 75, like that. But then margin from the bottom is 0, right? Then margin from this is left, right. So you can put margin from the left 0, then margin from 0 is from the other side 0. That's not working. So 0, 10 pixels margin. So this is top, bottom, left, right, left, right. So that means 10 pixels should be here. Let's try that. Top, bottom, left, right. We pushed the square as well. Oh, okay. 5. So this is top, bottom. Why is the left one not working? 10 pixels there. Yeah. So by the way, if you put one value, if you put top, you can either specify for all the sides, so top, bottom, left, right, or if you specify two values, it's going to be, if you specify only two values, it's going to be top, bottom, left, right. So the first value will apply for both the top and the bottom. The second value will apply for both the left and the right. But now if you put two values and one, you take the first value for the top, the next one for the bottom, then the third one for both left and right. Is it making sense? Let me try to explain it this way. So in this case, we specify the top, bottom, left, right. But you can say, if you only put one value here, let's say 10 will apply for all the sides, top, bottom, left, right. But if you put 2, 10 now will be divided by 2, so it will be 10 at the top, 10 at the bottom, then 2 left, 2 right. But if you add 3, now 10 will be 10 top, 2 bottom, 3 will apply in both left and right. Then if you specify the fourth one, now this will be, so if each number will be for each side, so 10 top, bottom 2, 3 for left, and 6 for right, something like that. So in this case, we've added for top -75, for bottom 0, then 10 applies for both left and right. Is that making sense? Yeah, then you can get rid of this. Nice, we down to 0.9. Can remove this, it's unnecessary. We can do the same here. So now see the difference. Remember, this 70 came first because it's top, bottom. Yeah, it also comes first here. I was trying to explain something, but I think it's also coming there. Then you can say 10 pixels as well. Then 10 pixels. Oh, now this is going to be positive, not negative. Wait, I'm styling the wrong one. Come on. Bottom here, positive, like that. Yeah, so you just need to adjust this. So you have 70, you can say 60, 80, 90. Why did you have to do that? 90. Okay, still the same. So we are back. Let's remove this. Yeah, 994. Nice. We need to finish. Yeah, so that's that. Then let's use the background. Again, these two circles are sharing a lot of things. So instead of specifying them like this, you can just put them the same style. Circle 0, then circle 3, right? So the two of them, they need to share this, even the background. Yeah, even the radius. These three things, put them here. Yeah, and then remove this. Everything. The only thing that's different is the margins. So yeah, 931. Did we add or reduce? Either way, it works. I wish there was a way of specifying two different styles. So like in this structure, you say this one applies to this and this one applies to this. That's complicating things. Okay, what else can we change? Let's try the background for these circles. These 4 circles have the same styles basically. Yeah, so we have this circle. Why did you do this? Let's remove this. They just have the same style. Yeah, why did you have 2 of them? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so because it's the same circle anyway. In fact, you can actually no, we can't, because this have different colors. Nice. What else can we change? Rectangle. What can you do about the rectangle? So we have rect, no, that's okay. Rect 75, 150. So this has the background color of I don't like how we repeated this color like twice, but we cannot change it. What about this? Yeah, guys, I think that's the list. We can just reduce the naming, but that's going to be lazy. Yeah, see, that's going to be lazy. We're going to even add more characters. Now let's just leave it. We have the circle 0, circle 3, circle, red. Yeah, I think we did great. We have 925 characters. I don't like going over 1000, so I wish we could submit this and see how we did, but that's, yeah, plus we added some space here. I remove it. This is, yeah, now we are at 910. We can actually remove that again. 909. Nice. What else can we remove? That's enough. You did well. Oh yeah, the background. By the way, if you submit like this, you will not get 100%. You need to get the background as well, the same as that background. So let's give it background. Nice. Now we are 100%. 100%. We added some characters, but it was inevitable. Nice. So yeah, thank you. I'll be doing this every day and recording myself doing it. So thank you for watching. Bye.